Today, December 16th, I detect a quorum with myself present, Councilmember Cap present, Councilmember Horton present, Councilmember Coopin, Councilmember Parker, Councilmember Rutherford, and Councilmember Vo present. Thank you all for being here today. I don't see anyone signed up for public comment, so without objection, we will move on to the agenda, starting with the consent agenda. I'll read off the numbers or the consent agenda, and if anything needs to be pulled off, please let me know, and before I read the captions. Starting with consent, it's RS 2024-919, 920, 942, 943, 947, 948, 9, and that's all resolutions on consent. Bills on second reading consent include BL 2024-638, 639, 640. Bills on third reading consent include Bill 2024-595, 608, 609, 611, 612, 616, 617, 618, 619, 618 rather, and then 620. 621 and 622. Do either of those need to be pulled off the consent agenda? Right, with no objection, I'll go on and read the captions for the consent agenda. Starting with RS 2024-919, Benedict Porterfield Gamble, a resolution approving Amendment 1 to a lease agreement by and between the Metropolitan Government of Nashville and Davidson County, acting by and through the Metropolitan Board of Education and Liberty Collegiate Academy. RS 2024-920, Sepulveda Porterfield Gamble, a resolution authorizing the Metropolitan Development of Housing Agency to negotiate and enter into a pilot agreement and accept payments in lieu of ad valorem taxes with respect to a multifamily housing project located at 100 Tanglewood Court, known as Whispering Oaks. RS 2024-942, Prep Porterfield Gamble Parker, a resolution approving an intergovernmental agreement by and between the State of Tennessee Department of Transportation and Metropolitan Government of Nashville and Davidson County, acting by and through the Nashville Department of Transportation and Multimodal Infrastructure, NDOT, for the repair of existing pavement failures and resurfacing of 5.26 miles of Granny White Pike. RS 2024-943, Johnston, Nash, Sepulveda, and others. A resolution approving a proposal of the State of Tennessee Department of Transportation to Metropolitan Government of Nashville and Davidson County, acting by and through the Nashville Department of Transportation and Multimodal Infrastructure for NDOT to maintain traffic control devices in connection with TDOT's pedestrian and signal improvement project on State Route 11, Nolensville Pike, from Haywood Lane to McNally Drive. RS 2024-947, Porterfield Gamble Parker, a resolution approving a participation agreement between the Metropolitan Government of Nashville and Davidson County through the Nashville Department of Transportation and Multimodal Infrastructure for GS Gallatin Pike Apartments Owner LLC for construction of a sidewalk in front of 1401 Gallatin Pike North. RS 2024-948, Coopin, a resolution authorizing 4th Avenue Property LLC to construct and install an aerial encroachment at 107 4th Avenue North. Bills on second reading, Bill 2024-638, Porterfield Gamble, an ordinance approving an exchange of interest in real property adjacent to the site of the former Hillwood High School. Bill 2024-639, Toombs Gamble Parker, an ordinance authorizing the abandonment of alley number 1089, right-of-way from unnamed road to Woodfolk Avenue and alley 1090, right-of-way from Haney Avenue to alley 1089. BL 2024-640, Gamble Parker, an ordinance authorizing Metropolitan Government of Nashville and Davidson County to accept new public water and sanitary sewer force mains, fire hydrant assembly, and easements for property located at Cane Ridge Road, also known as Parks at Cane Ridge. Bills on third reading, BL 2024-595, Gamble Rutherford, an ordinance amending section 17.36.675 of the Metropolitan Code zoning regulations to correct clerical errors. BL 2024-608, Toombs, an ordinance to amend Title 17 of Metropolitan Code of Laws and Zoning Ordinance of Metropolitan Government of Nashville and Davidson County by applying a corridor design overlay district to various properties located east of Buena Vista Pike and south of Mormons Arm Road. BL 2024-609, Horton, an ordinance to amend Title 17 of the Metropolitan Code of Laws, the zoning ordinance of the Metropolitan Government of Nashville and Davidson County by amending a portion of a Pacific Plan for property located at 54th Avenue North at the current terminus of 54th Avenue North Zone SP to permit up to 320 multifamily residential units in Zone 1 and to modify allowed heights within Zone 1, all of which described herein. Bill 2024-611, Toombs, an ordinance to amend Title 17 of the Metropolitan Code of Laws, the zoning ordinance of the Metropolitan Government of Nashville and Davidson County by applying a corridor overlay district to various properties located east of Tucker Road and north of Youngs Lane, all of which is described herein. Substitute Bill 2024-612, Horton, an ordinance to amend Title 17 Metropolitan Codes of Laws and zoning ordinance of Metropolitan Government of Nashville and Davidson County by changing from R40 to SP zoning for property located at 6505 Charlotte Pike, approximately 260 feet east of Hillwood Boulevard. Bill 2024-616, Toombs, an ordinance to amend Title 17 of Metropolitan Code of Laws, the zoning ordinance of Metropolitan Government of Nashville and Davidson County by changing from R8 to SP zoning for a portion of property located at 858 West Trinity Lane, approximately 500 feet west of Horizon Drive, to permit 254 multifamily residential units, all described herein. Bill 2024-617, Gamble Rutherford, an ordinance to amending chapters 17.04 and 17.12, the Title 17 of the Metropolitan Code to provide housekeeping amendments related toward conservation development. Bill 2024-618, Coopin, an ordinance to amend Title 17 of Metropolitan Code of Laws and zoning ordinance of Metropolitan Government of Nashville and Davidson County by expanding the urban zoning overlay district for various properties located south of Interstate 65, west of Interstate 24, and east of Cumberland River, generally located along Cowan Street from Interstate 65 to Cowan Court, zoned MUI A and IG, and located within the River North Urban Design Overlay. Bill 2024-620, Taylor, an ordinance to amend Title 17 of Metropolitan Code of Laws, the zoning ordinance of Metropolitan Government of Nashville and Davidson County by changing from RS5 to R6A zoning for property located at 2400 Mary Street, approximately 212 feet south of Booker Street, and located within a detached accessory dwelling unit overlay district. Substitute Bill 2024-621, Kimbrough, an ordinance to amend Title 17 of Metropolitan Code of Laws, the zoning ordinance of Metropolitan Government of Nashville and Davidson County by changing from RS15 to R10 zoning for property located at 4212 Ashland City Highway, approximately 83 feet north of Clintondale Drive. Bill 2024-622, Toombs, an ordinance to amend Title 17 of Metropolitan Code of Laws and zoning ordinance Metropolitan Government of Nashville and Davidson County by changing from R8 to IWD zoning for properties located at 405 and 407 Haney Avenue and Haney Avenue unnumbered, approximately 290 feet west of Brick Church Pike. May I have a motion for the consent agenda? Moved and properly seconded. Any discussion? With no discussion, all those in favor, please say aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries. Thank you. Adding Allen and Councilmember Cortez to our line. Okay, thank you. All right, going back to the beginning of the agenda on number 5, RS 2024 944, Porterfield Gamble Parker Welch, a resolution approving a memorandum of understanding, MOU, between Nashville Department of Transportation and Multimodal Infrastructure, NDOT, the Planning Department of the Metropolitan Government of Nashville and Davidson County, Metro Planning, the Metropolitan Transit Authority of Nashville and Davidson County, also known as MTA, and the Regional Transportation Authority of Middle Tennessee, RTA, collectively the parties, to establish the parties' mutual understanding of their respective responsibilities in the development of a multimodal mobility master plan. May I have a motion? Moved and properly seconded. Discussion. Councilmember Allen.
Can we just get somebody to talk about the multimodal mobility master plan?
Yes, I think we have someone here from NDOT. You wouldn't mind introducing yourself?
Good evening. I'm Justin Cole, transportation planner with the Nashville Department of Transportation and Multimodal Infrastructure. So this project includes a number of items that were kind of scheduled updates to existing documents and plans. And through some conversations between the departments and agencies about coordination needs. Really saw the benefit of us coming together to just go ahead and collaborate on those and develop those updates together. So we really make sure that that these items are integrated and connected, and that we can be as effective as possible as we implement our plans over the coming years.
Thank you. Councilmember Allen, any additional questions? I do have a question. What is the timeline for the completion of the plan?
So at this point, we are anticipating working on this throughout 2025 with a target to be done January of 26. So.
Right, great, thank you. All right, with no further discussion, looks like we're ready for a vote. All those in favor, please say aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries. Moving on to number 14 on your agenda, a BL 2024-610 by Councilmember Cash, an ordinance to amend Title 17 of Metropolitan Code of Laws, the zoning ordinance of the Metropolitan Government of Nashville and Davidson County by changing from CS to SP zoning for properties located at 2501, 2503, 2503B and 2505 12th Avenue South at the southwest corner of 12th Avenue South and Beechwood Avenue to permit a mixed-use development, all of which described herein. May I have a motion? And second? Thank you. Moved and properly seconded. There is an amendment, and Councilmember Cash is here if you would like to describe your amendment.
Thank you. So if I could really quickly describe it, it's a 3 to 4 story, like kind of partial 4-story, mixed use development. Real focus on an owner that's really committed to small local businesses being a part of the retail part of it. This is the 12 South area where I am struggling with the car issues, the parking issues, and so this is one of the things about this development is it is going to have more parking than is currently allowed by right, which was part of what the applicant asked for. And this, while I can't dictate exactly what happens with that parking, there was a lot that came out of community discussion that related to parking frustrations. And so this is a kind of amending to that the property owner, the applicant, is committed to the prioritizing and making best efforts to these are the priorities for the parking that you are passing for me in this SP is I guess the best way to put it. And so it also attaches a letter from him to the documents stating that intent and best efforts.
Great. Thank you. Can I have a committee member move this amendment? Moved and properly seconded. Any further discussion on the amendment? All right, with no further discussion, all those in favor, please say aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries. Thank you, Councilmember Cash. Oh, yes, we do. We need to vote on the bill as moved and properly seconded. Any discussion on the bill as amended? All those in favor say aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, that concludes our agenda for today. Thank you all for being here. Meeting adjourned.